My dear brothers and sisters, you know what? We have only one life on earth. So why not become a saint? One chance to be a saint, one life on earth. I have a question. What could I do to become a saint? And I guess you have the same question. What can we do to become a saint? Now I'm not going to say something very spiritual about holiness. I'm just going to tell you a story that we found in the book of Victor Hugo, Les Misérables, The Miserable, from the great writer, French writer Victor Hugo. Now, in this story of Victor Hugo, we see a bishop, Bishop Muriel, and Victor Hugo tells us in his novel what he says to us. It's absolutely history. It's true story. Jean Valjean came back from Guinea, where he had paid his debts of 90 years as a forced labor convict. He arrived in France in the city of Digne. As soon as the population heard about his arrival, all the doors closed. He was preparing to spend the night under the stars when an old woman saw him and asked him, "What are you doing here?" "Can't you see?" he answered. "Nobody wants to put me up, even though I have enough money to pay." The woman told him, "Nobody? Go and knock at that little house down the street." Not really convinced, he got up and went to knock at the little house. The Bishop of Digne opened the door. Since Jean Valjean was furious and didn't want to be misunderstood, he announced right away, "I am Jean Valjean, and I come back from hard labor." The bishop stopped him right there. This is the house of Jesus Christ, and it is your home. Everything is yours. The bishop had given his palace to be made into a hospital, and he lived poorly in this little house. He let Jean come in, and to honor him, he asked the maid to use the silverware that was the only thing left from his family's wealth. He gave him the nicest bedroom and left all doors open. Jean Valjean did not believe his eyes and did not understand. But in the middle of the night, the picture of the silverware came to him. Moved by an irresistible instinct, he got up, stole it, and ran away. But the police had been warned that he was in town, so when he was leaving, they stopped him, checked him, and found the silverware engraved with the initials of Bishop's family. The next morning, he was taken to the bishop. When the policeman showed the silverware to the bishop as the proof that Jean Valjean was a thief, the bishop said, "Listen, no, he did not steal them. I gave them to him." And he added 2 candlesticks to it. The policemen left, excusing themselves to the bishop, but not to the former convict. The puzzled Jean Valjean looked at the bishop, who told him, "When you came in this house, I told you that it was the house of Jesus Christ, that you were in your house, and that everything was yours." Then Jean Valjean burst into tears. He did not need to be told what God was, since God was right there in front of him. He understood that God is love. Then he converted and consecrated the rest of his life to work and help the poor who might be tempted to follow the path he had taken. My dear friends, what a significant and beautiful example of the role of the saints in our world. This bishop could have been something else. You know, the Creator put in each one of us a great potential of holiness. Why should we miss the boat? We have only one life on earth to live. God bless you.